Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video I shall be unboxing this. Now the C64 Mini has been out for quite a few years now and I am very late to this party, but however I have zero nostalgia on the Commodore 64. As I said in previous videos, I was a sort of Spectrum kind of person, and then it was sort of straight onto the Atari ST, then Amiga. The Commodore 64 just got completely and utterly bypassed. So lately I was out and about just filming random sort of A500 displays in shops, and I was in one called Game in the UK, and I looked down and seen this priced at $29.99, and I thought, it took me all of 2 seconds to sort of decide, yeah, go on, for £30 I'll have it, mainly because of this joystick. This joystick apparently works well with the A500 Mini, and it works better than the Speedlink one that I showed in my first video. And I've had a look at some C64 games through this. If you've seen the video on this, it's just a Raspberry Pi with sort of every Commodore 64 game fully loaded on it. And I've got to say, I am bloody impressed by Commodore 64 games. Why I bypassed that machine, I'll never know. So I am slowly getting into the Commodore 64. Like I say, I have zero nostalgia of this machine. So what I'm hoping to do is play some games that I used to play on the Spectrum to see if, well, to see if they're on that, to be honest with you. But I am told you can put games on this as well. Also, some games that made it to the Amiga, i.e. Speedball 2 and stuff like that, I've been playing. And Rocky Horror Show, which was my favourite game on the ZX Spectrum, I have been playing extensively on this. And as I say, I'm hoping to do the update on this, like I've been sort of, well, it's been mentioned in a video on YouTube, and just basically add your own games to this. So yes, today's video is all about unboxing this. Right, okay, so on the floor we go. First things first, we'll take this plastic off. Now, I have had quite a few Commodore 64s in the past, mainly from car boot sales, and I've just sort of bought them just to sell on. So, you know, I haven't really owned one as such. So this is my sort of first Commodore 64 that I'll own. First thing, the box. I love the way they sort of have these embossed glossy images of the product and stuff like that. It is slightly bashed around the edges. I did make a video on playing Switch Sports, and one of the sort of things that I threw at my CRT was this. If you haven't gone and checked that video out, by all means go and help it out, because it's had about 50 views in 3 days. It's not doing too good. Right, so we need scissors or Rambo 2 knife. Open this box very carefully. In all honesty, I don't think this is the right tool for the job, but anyway, doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, perfect. Perfect. One of my first videos I've ever done on this channel as well. Brilliant knife. Chop your willy right off. Righty-ho. So let's just have a quick glance of some of the games. 64 games included. Boulder Dash, California Games, Impossible Mission 2. I did play Impossible Mission on the Spectrum. Oh, Speedball 2. That is a bonus. I didn't know we had that. Classic. Pilodroid. That is on the new A500 Mini. Wasn't really a fan of that game. Temple of Asphi Trilogy Winter Games, which was quite good. Iridium, and C64 Basic. And on top, or on the side, so what's included C64 mini, HDMI cable, 64 games installed, joystick, USB power supply. Obviously we don't get plugs anymore. Instruction manual, 720p output at, save game function, and 2 USB ports. So pretty much the same as the A500 mini, just in a Commodore 64 format. Oh. Now that is a bloody nice box. I must say, Retro Games, the packaging is fantastic. Oh yeah, that is a beauty. That is an absolute beauty. Just the same as the A500 mini, it has a non-working keyboard, just purely for aesthetics. Yeah, quality. HDMI on the back, power in, which is a USB, oh, it's a micro USB. I thought it was USB-C there. On and off button, 2 USB ports, and that's it. Nice, very nice. Now, this joystick, apparently I am told, is a load of shite. It breaks quite easily, and just sort of doing that, it does feel quite cheap in my opinion. The SpeedLink one, which I hooked up to my A500 mini on my first ever A500 mini video, is fully micro switched, metal shaft, pretty much like what we got back in the day with the Competition Pros, but not going to be using that today. I'm going to be using this one. It's nicely branded as well, Commodore, well, C64, can't say Commodore, 2018 Retro Games. So I am 4 years late to this party, because as I speak to you today, it is May 2022. So it's pretty much the same as that, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons now. I've had problems with that SpeedLink on the A500 mini, but I'm told this one works well. However, yeah, you can see how thin that shaft is compared to that, and with it being non-metal, yeah, that will break quite easily. So we'll have a bash at that in a minute. We have a power lead, HDMI lead, quick guide, and this little thing called Retro Reborn and Stream.com. So it's the world's first retro game subscription service. Basically, the quick guide, you don't really need to, you know, read that. If you need to read that when you buy these things, you're thick. You just plug and play. You don't need to read all that shite. Anything else in the box? Nope. Right, so back in the day, the Commodore 64 was played on a CRT TV, because that's all we had back in the day. So also in today's video, I am going to try and hook this up to my Phillips CM8833 Mark II monitor, which I have made a video on that, hooking up the A500 mini. And I'm just going to play a selection of games which is sort of pre-installed. I'm going to have a first look around the machine, and I'm just sort of going to give my thoughts on it. So let us switch view and let's go up to the monitor. Right, okay, we're all hooked up, ready to go. I've used the HDMI for the A500 mini, just to save getting that out the packet. Power supply, obviously, because it's on. Sound, we need some sound. I shall be right back. Right, okay. Sound on. Okay, we want English. Right, okay, so let's see, what can we play first? C64 Hall of Fame. That picture is phenomenal, I must say. That HDMI to composite converter is just wow. I don't know how well it's going to come out on the camera, but believe me, sitting here, I've got Speedball 1 and 2. Speedball 1, even on the Amiga, no one really mentions it, does it? You know, was it a rubbish game? Let's see, what can we play first? Tell you what, we'll go with Speedball 2 because it's a classic game. And last time I played it, which was on this, I didn't have a joystick, so I was all over the place with the keys. Bit of Vault. I don't think we'll have music because we never have music on. Knockout. Let's fire. Escape all that, didn't bother with that. This joystick, it does feel cheap if I'm honest. The pitch seems longer. I quite like it on the Commodore 64, I must say. Yeah, I can see this joystick not lasting very long. Goal, not by me. So you're very far... Ah, that's it, I see. Same with the A500 virtual keyboard. Oh. Shit. Quite excited to put extra games on this as well via a USB stick. Although, I mean, I've got that emulator, Raspberry Pi, so I don't know, to be honest with you. Half time, I am getting my arse kicked. You know what? I've just swerved that ball. I didn't think you could swerve your ball in Speedball 2. Pretty sure I have. Well impressed with that picture. Well impressed with it. Tell you what I'll do. I'll just maybe knock the saturation up a little bit. Oh, that's better. Tell you what, we'll try another game. Exit game. Oh yeah, that's well better with the saturation up. Whoa! Oh, do you know what? I didn't know this was on it. It's only school days. Wowza. A game back in the day that spent many hours on. School days and back to school. Never played it on a joystick, so this will be sort of interesting because you will need the virtual keyboard for writing on the blackboard. So I'll need the virtual keyboard for this, and it will have to be a... I don't want to put my own names in. Wow. Microsphere, who also made this game, as you're probably aware of, made Contact Sam Cruise, and oh wow, what a bloody game. Pretty much same as the Spectrum version. Sound is slightly better. Graphics a little bit sort of like, yeah, it's better graphics. Not gonna lie. Let's punch the teacher. Off his head. Oh, just missed. As you can see, I didn't really do my research before I bought it, so I am quite surprised that this game is on here. Not surprised, I'm just sort of like, you know, oh, bugger. I'm chuffed, should we say. How's that, you baldy prick? When I said before about you don't need the instruction manual to have a look at things, you know, to sort of... so that's... I'm going to get expelled. I am going to get expelled. Pardon me. Isn't this... Oh, I see. So that's fire catapult, and that's just chin someone. I am so made up this game is on here. I really am. So glad it's on here. Oh, I see, you can't get them. You just punch them. No. Oh, no way, deck me. Right, so it's dinner time. I'm going to try another game. That's good, you can save it and load it back up again. Exit game. Robin of the Wood. Parazoid. Monty on the Run, that was quite a good game. I quite enjoyed Down the Spectrum. Pardon me. That's what we throw today. Impossible Mission, or was it Impossible Mission 2 I had on the Spectrum? It was that one, yeah. Really good game. Sample speech at the start of it as well. See, there's no games that sort of stick out. And I know most of these were probably on the ZX Spectrum. Cosmic Causeway, I'm going to come back to that because that's quite interesting. California Games, yeah. Breakdance, wowzer. Boulder Dash, yeah. C64 Basic, so it's the beginner's all-purpose symbolic instruction code. So it's just, yeah, C64 Basic. Synapse, I had that on the Spectrum as well. Winter Games, I did. Who Dares Wins 2. Iridium. Trailblazer. Tower Toplet. The C64 Hall of Fame. So that's just basically massive thanks to all of it who influenced and backed at the C64. Street Sports Soccer. Right, we're back to Speedball 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to bore you with like playing loads of games because, as I say, this thing's 4 years old and you've seen it before. Hot topic of the moment is the A500 Mini, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they do bring out the Maxi version, which everyone seems to think it's going to be in the style of an A600, but I don't know where they get that one from. Right, okay, Cosmic Causeway. I did sort of see this pop up on YouTube. And it just reminded me of the Boing Ball demo on the Amiga. So it's actually a game. Thunder along 24 perilous new courses in 6 sections. Negotiate obstacles and aliens and collect credits. In brackets, white discs. At the end of each section is a dragon you must defeat. Time remaining at the... Oh, what's going up my throat, sorry. Time remaining at the end of a level is carried forward to the next. Remaining time is converted into bonus points. Shoot aliens by pushing forward. So we'll have a little crack at this, eh? Because it looks rather good. Copyright Mr. Chip Software in 1987. Sean Southern, Andrew Morris. Correct me if I'm wrong, but were they not responsible for the likes of Lotus 2? I think. Now, what amazes me about the C64 is the scrolling is smooth. It is like, oh yeah, see, it looks like a demo, like from the demo scene on the Amiga. Right, so I'm all over the place here. And as you can see, I am quite shite. Type my name in. Right, we'll have virtual keyboard. Just have our name as R. Again, you can plug a keyboard into this. Where's enter? What the bloody hell's enter? That's the only problem with having a CRT as small as this. You will encounter things like this. Where is it? Ah, whatever. Right, so obviously avoid the black. And push forward to go forward. This is a really good game. I'm really enjoying this one, if I don't say so myself. It's just so smooth. I think I need to spend a little bit of time on that one, so I think we'll have one more game. Possibly. As I say, most of these, I don't really have any memories of them, so it's sort of hard for me to pick one. Iridium, yeah. It's still alive. Yeah, Houston. 1986, man. Wow. Wow. This game, yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Again, so smooth, and bloody hard as well. One life left. I tell you what, let's have another game. There's got to be something on here that I remember. Thing on a Spring. Super Cycle, Summer Games. Yeah. I want something that I can relate to. Spin Dizzy. Yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of that. Skate Crazy, yeah. Gremlin graphics. That looks like 1900, but it's 1988. Joystick Sport 2. Oh, it's roller skates. Bloody hell. I forgot how. I've been disqualified. Tell you what. Let's try another game. Silicon Warrior. Travel to the year 2084. Wow. Pit Stop 2. Let's have a go with that. Nice car game. Yep. Brands Hatch. Start the. Oh, these things are just. This is the only downside I think to this is. No. Hey, where's enter? Where the bloody hell is enter? want to press enter there, but it's not happening. It is not happening. Right, that's delete. I'm not just reading glasses and help. No. Do you know what? Let's try. No, let's not give up on this. Let's not give up. Right? Let's not give up. Just type in anything. Load of 8, load of 8, load of 8. Press return. Just, if only I could just press that. I'm baffled. I am absolutely baffled. Where's return? Right, I'll tell you what, we'll just bugger that one off because I'm doing something wrong. Monty on the run. Monty on the run. Monty on the run. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant game this. I've said it before, and I've said it again. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll is my only friend. No, I'm joking. That was the Murder Dolls. Yeah, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The SID chip, or the emulated SID chip, is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I am shut. Oh. Let's try one more game. So basically my Commodore 64 journey sort of starts here. It sort of started with that. But now I'm going to focus on sort of playing games that I never played back in the day. So there's an extensive library to get through, I must say. Back to Causeway. California games. This is the last one, I promise. I promise. 1987. Wow. If this requires a keyboard, it's getting jibbed. Right, completing all events. Enter my name. I don't want to enter my name. Do you know what we'll try? I'll tell you what we'll try. The game I mentioned before that gets no love. Speedball 1. Right, one player knockout. And let's go. Huh? Am I playing with the computer here, or is the computer shite? Well, I've scored. scored again. It's a little easy in my opinion. Obviously not as good as Speedball 2. The joystick is quite responsive, but as I say, I do prefer to hear a few clicks here and there, and there is 0 clicks given with this joystick. Goal. This game's too easy. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to end that here because I'm not going to put you through any more. Right, so what I'll do just before I go, I'll give you a quick sort of look around this little setup I've got here. I've been using this for my A500 Mini. I've also used it for, well, obviously for this. I've used it for my Switch as well, believe it or not. I've just played the new Switch Sports on this as well. Like I've said, go and check that video out. Give it a little bit of love. I think it deserves, you know, sort of more than 60 views in a couple of days. These speakers, which I've mentioned in the past, one of my first YouTube videos, it was basically just Commodore, sort of, not Commodore as such, but SCOM branded speakers, or just rebranded speakers I should say. The other one is hiding over there, just see it through the darkness. And yeah, as I say, this joystick is it's okay, it's not the best, but you know, the whole package for $29.99 is a big thumbs up for me. I know you can get a maxi version with, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's got a working keyboard. But a look around this is just, I love it, it's brilliant. Obviously it's the bread bin version. So if I can just maybe pan the camera up and show you, possibly, if I can focus in on it. Camera's going a bit weird, but yeah, you can't really sort of make it out there, but believe me, the picture is absolutely phenomenal, I must say. And there's my little converter there in the back. So it's basically £4 or £5 off eBay. HDMI in, outputs your audio straight into the speaker. You do need power to run it as well, and yeah, obviously your composite. No, it's not composite. I always get that mixed up. Component goes in the back there. So yeah, that is a look around the C64 Mini, played on an old school CRT monitor. Right, so there you have it, a little look around this machine, and yeah, a really nice addition to the sort of mini collection. These are the only two minis I possess, the SNES and the NES and the Genesis, or whatever you call it. Don't interest me. It's Commodore stuff, and I know it's not Commodore branded, by the way, before anyone says it's not Commodore. But the A500 Mini, wow, I love it. I've got many Amigas, as I've mentioned in other videos, but yeah, it's just, to see that in the shops, you know, is amazing. And I'm going to crack on playing some games with this. I'll probably take it to work with me tonight, because I can just sort of have a cheeky go while I'm doing nothing, should we say. So yeah, cheers for watching as always, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
Siri.